Every filmmaker starts somewhere. For me, it all began at Georgia Gwinnett College. 4 years, dozens of assignments, and one dream: to tell stories through a lens. This is how it all went down. From textbooks to tripods, from watching films to making them, this is the real story behind my cinema and media arts production journey. My first year at GGC was a slow burn. There wasn't exactly any hands-on work for my cinema and media arts production major. During my first year, I was also not entirely sure about what avenue of filmmaking I wanted to pursue. But in later years, I would come to learn what it was I wanted to do with my major. The first year was mostly core classes: algebra, biology, American history, basically high school 2.0. This was pretty frustrating for me because I was eager to step into the world of filmmaking hands-on. But in the midst of it all, I found some interest in intro to film. That class opened the veil to cinematic history and enlightened on a few things. We studied some of the early pioneers of filmmaking like Edward Muybridge and broke down how the superscope evolved into what we now call motion pictures, a prime example of how innovation can become so large that they can create entire cultural shifts in how we process media. When we analyzed The Birth of a Nation, it stopped me in my tracks. That film wasn't just problematic, it was a classic example of how propaganda can instill fear and even inspire radical movements. It glorified the KKK and caused real world harm. It made me realize film isn't just entertainment, it can be weaponized, and if it can be weaponized, it can also be used to fight back. That lit a fire in me. Sophomore year was like being stuck in filmmaking purgatory. I wanted to get my hands dirty and actually apply what I've been learning about cinematography for a project. I also believe that because of my lack of hands-on experience for my first 2 semesters, it sort of stunted my hands-on growth. I didn't learn what I actually wanted to do with my major until my 3rd year in college. Film 1000 felt more like English class with only a small semblance of cinematography sprinkled in. We wrote papers, discussed the complexities of stage design, the importance of stage placement, and broke down scripts, but we didn't touch a camera. I was still being bombarded with my last remaining general education class from my college journey as well. I had finally finished math in the previous semester, but I was still dealing with science and history classes. I started feeling like a ghost in my own major. No reels, no projects, no footage, just ideas in my head and screenplays in Google Docs. I craved the chaos of a set. I wanted the caffeine-fueled nights, the duct tape on the floor, the lights blazing into the void, but all I could do was wait and write. Then came junior year, and the glow-up was real. I enrolled in GFA 1000 at the Georgia Film Academy, and finally I was on a real set. I learned how to balance the white light, adjust ISO, and pull focus. I saw firsthand how much scripting matters. One miscommunication and you're reshooting an entire scene. I didn't know how vital tape on the floor was until I had to use it to preserve continuity. I even learned about stand-ins, actual people hired to match the actor's height, build, and skin tone, just so the crew can lock in lighting before the real talent steps on set. Our final project was a 3-minute short film. It took us 3 weeks. Every second we captured had hours of sweat behind it. That's when I learned filmmaking is 10% inspiration, 90% controlled chaos. In the summer of 2024, I doubled down. I enrolled in the Georgia Film Academy Lighting Department class. It was a class with 6-hour sessions once a week, full-on lectures that lasted up to 4 hours long, and also working on set with lighting fixtures. We spent 3 to 4 hours absorbing knowledge on lighting theory. The PowerPoints were actually curated by real filmmakers as well as the instructional videos we watched. After lectures, we would then break into groups to practice what we learned for the day on set. I relearned 3-point lighting and got deep into the craft of set illumination. We experimented with gels, LEDs, Frenzels, and practical lighting like lamps and candles that only looked like they were lighting the scene. Turns out half of what you think is natural light in a movie is actually a clever hidden rig. The final, design a set and light it completely from scratch. It wasn't my favorite class, no camera, but it taught me how lighting can tell This year, everything finally clicked. I joined the Georgia Digital Network, our campus sports filming unit. I was camera one, perched high up on the scaffold, tracking every play from the sky. Then I rotated to camera two, chasing the drama, zooming in on players, their parents, the raw emotion. I captured the sweat, the cheers, the heartbreaks. When a player scored and I caught their mom jumping out of her seat, screaming, that was cinema. It wasn't just sports videography. It was storytelling in real time. The stakes were real, and the moments were unrepeatable. That's when I fell in love with capturing the unplanned, with turning real life into motion picture magic. Spring 2025 felt like a full circle moment. I started training new interns for GDN, passing on the little things, how to track a play, when to hit record, how to find a moment in the mess. At the same time, I dove deep into the art of cinematography and video production. I studied composition using Blackmagic cameras and even recreated iconic scenes shot for shot. We storyboarded cast actors, recorded crisp dialogues with pro-level mics, and I finally got to see my vision match the footage. For once, my imagination and my tools were in sync, and that feeling, that's why every filmmaker lives for. My journey through cinema and media arts production at GDC didn't just teach me film. It taught me how to bring an idea to life. It taught me how to collaborate, how to adapt, how to grind. From theories and textbooks to LED rigs and football games, from watching Spike Lee and Scorsese to finding my own voice. And you know what? I'm just getting started.